NFL.com will reveal their top 10 of their top 100 list on Monday. We don't know the order, but we have done some investigating, and we have figured out who's left. So here's the list of players who are left in alphabetical order: Josh Allen, Bosa, Burrow, Hill, Hurts, Jefferson, Jones, Kelce, Mahomes, and Parsons.
Wow.
So it's 3 Chiefs.
And 1 former Chief.
And 1 former Chief. It's almost like that, Super Bowl is unfair. So many guys in the top 10. That being said, Nick has made his own top 10.
And it is not the same 10 guys.
Wildly different.
It's your 10.
It's what my top 10 would be, or I guess is. A little spoiler, I'll tell you guys who did not make it. Fred Warner, who was on this list for me last year, just missed out. Devontae Adams, Tyreek Hill, just miss out. Nicky Bosa, just misses out. Jalen Hurts, just misses out, among others.
Okay.
Also, Bijan Robinson, I wanted to put him on, but you guys would
You're
yell
just
at me.
really going nuts with
I don't know if you saw what he 5-star. Pretty good in Texas and top 10 pick. Bijan Robinson, folks, if anyone's out there selling Bijan Robinson, Offensive Rookie of the Year stock, buy it all up. Number 10, Peyton Manning 2.0. Okay. And by the way, I called my friends Merriam and my friends Webster and asked them, 2.0 does not necessarily mean improved on 1.0. It means the newer version, often improved,
I knew that got
but
to
not
you.
always.
I knew that stuck in your craw.
Yeah,
it is true, though, 2.0.
Yeah, well,
Usually
actually, me incorrectly.
Usually it means better.
I believe he's one of the 10 best players in the league, and everyone right now is going to say, Nick, you're crazy. And then at the end of the year, when he's neck and neck for league MVP and the team wins 12 or 13 games, you guys will agree with me.
The neck and neck stuff.
Oh, I mean, that was a little Easter egg, but I'm glad you picked it up, Wilds.
It
Number 9.
Pun intended.
Aaron Donald. Down year for Aaron Donald. Still in the top 10 out of respect and out of the fact that even though he only had 5 sacks, I still think he's one of the most dominant players in the league. But the injuries and the age and the flirtation with retirement means this is the lowest he has been on my list. It was the lowest he was first time outside of the NFL's top 100 or top 10, in years. He's number 9. Number 8. The defensive tackle that's replaced him, Chris Jones. Chris Jones coming off a monster season, his first ever playoff sacks. He's now talking about winning Defensive Player of the Year. He's also going to be very fresh when the season starts, having to skip training camp for preseason. He is as impactful a frontline defender as you have in the NFL. He's number 8. Number 7. I think he's the best edge rusher in the league. I understand that Nicky Bosa won Defensive Player of the Year and people love him. Myles Garrett, since his rookie year, has played in 73 games. He has 68 sacks, an additional 68 tackles for loss. So he essentially averages 2 flash plays a game over the last, 5 years. And he, unlike Bosa, and again, I'm not trying to neg Bosa here. Unlike Bosa, you're not game planning for a half dozen other great defensive players. You know he's the guy you have to stop. You just can't do it. Number 5, a guy who going into number 6, pardon me, I said I thought was the best receiver in football. I now think he's the second best receiver in football, but it's Jamar Chase. He had 87 catches, 1,000 yards, and 9 touchdowns last year. He only played 9 games. That's basically half the season. That projects out for the year to 120 catches, almost 1,500 yards, 13 touchdowns. As a guy whose favorite team has played him 4 times in the last 2 years, he's objectively terrifying at every moment. It's amazing. He's not the number 1 receiver. He's not for the guy who's in number 4, actually, but at number 5 first, Micah Parsons. Parsons, I don't think, is quite as dominant an edge rusher as Garrett, but Parsons could do a half dozen other things as well. Parsons can drop into coverage. Parsons can stop the run, not that Garrett can't. Parsons, I believe, is right now the favorite to, or should be the favorite for Defensive Player of the Year. I have him at number 5. Number 4 is Justin Jefferson, who just turned 24 years old. From his rookie year to now, his whole career, averages 97 yards per game, essentially 100 yards per game for his career. Now, he hasn't had bad quarterbacking. Kirk's fine, but he's doing it without elite quarterbacking like Devontae, Tyreek with Mahomes, Jamar. He's doing it with good, not great quarterbacking. He is unguardable, and that catch he made against the Bills is as good of a catch as any catch I've ever seen in the history of the league, Odell's catch included. Number 3, the most valuable skill position player in the league, Travis Kelce. He is the all-time record holder for playoff yards per game. He is second all-time in playoff touchdowns. He is second all-time in playoff yardage. And if it is third and medium to third and long, is there any player you would rather have than Travis Kelce? He will find a way to get open. And since his rookie year, the guy has missed one football game at an incredibly brutal position. Number 2 goes to Tom Brady 2.0. Again, 2.0 just means newer, not necessarily better. It is Joe Burrow. Physically limited, yes, but a no-doubt winner. Tough as nails, as clutch as they come. And then, as is the case with all these lists, it's a little, the air out of the balloon. Number 1, we all agree, Patrick Mahomes, greatest quarterback any of us ever seen, undisputed champion, MVP, all the stuff. So there it is. That is what he is, undisputed champion. Him and Bud Crawford. So there it is, bro.
You got number 1 right.
Oh, give me a break.
I put Micah Parsons ahead of Travis Kelce.
Okay.
But the big one.
Aaron Donald.
And this is no slight, because the Prince is a good quarterback.
My God.
Maybe he'll become great one day. But just because he dominated high school doesn't mean he's a top 10 quarterback yet.
Top 10 player, bro.
Actually top 10 player. Because there's, off the top of my head, how about Lamar? I put Lamar ahead of Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, I wouldn't.
All Lamar does is win.
Okay,
all right, 74% of his games.
Yeah. Amazingly,
unanimous MVP.
Same number of playoff wins.
Yeah, it's not all about that, though.
Well, you just said all he does is win.
Because this guy's got one playoff win, and it was a 4-interception first half for him, too. I mean, Nick,
story.
what did the NFL have him? 86th?
I think 93.
93rd.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Well,
they were 83 off?
Yes.
No, there is no. Look, again, he's a very good player. Maybe he'll become great.
So who are you replacing with, Lamar?
Well, I'm going to save that because I guess we're going to split it up.
Oh, okay.
I got a big-time replacement that I think everybody's looking at it like,
what?
Where is so-and-so?
I felt bad leaving
wait.
Jalen Hurts off. I did.
He should be ahead of him, too.
I couldn't find
Jalen Hurts and Lamar Jackson, at least.
I like that you teased your take.
Yeah, I'm teasing it because it's strong.
I didn't know. I'm going to add, I'll take Trevor Lawrence off. I'll take anyone you want off. Besides, Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
But I just feel like Trent Williams deserves a spot somewhere on here. The stats, when we run the numbers with Josh, we've been grinding the All-22 all day. The stats are just stupid.
Great take.
871 snaps, 1 sack, 2 QB hits allowed. And then I know you're like, well, all right, when he shows up in big games, like let's talk about Micah Parsons or any other edge rusher, but specifically against the Cowboys, he has not allowed a sack against the Cowboys in 2 years, and that includes 2 postseasons.
Yeah.
And he played every offensive snap. And then, of course, you have this play. Oh, no, this is him just defending Micah Parsons.
Yep.
And then in that Packers game, the infamous play, it's like,
when he just levels the guy.
Yeah, it's like, and you're like, how is that supposed to be stopped?
Yeah.
Like, well, you can't. And it's sort of, once you start
kind of illegal.
Creative stuff with him, I just think of that.
You've been grinding,
okay, listen,
man.
Yeah, we were grinding.
This is, I got to be honest, that is a great addition.
We know who goes off.
The reason I hesitated to include any offensive lineman is because I don't consider myself, like if somebody were to be like, no, Andrew Thomas is better than him now.
Oh, he's not.
I'm not going to have.
Josh, did you hear that?
Okay, well, listen, I'm not as sophisticated as you, evidently, on the offensive line grading. But listen, the Niners, Fred Warner has had a strong case. Trent Williams had a strong case. Not for top 10, but Deebo Samuel, and I think Hufanga is a guy that is a top 40 player already. That's
he was 14 in
addition.
the NFL list, so I just moved him up.
Trent Williams
number
was 14.
10 off. Wow,
that's
just
fair.
say it.
So he was the NFL's number 1 ranked lineman. Trent Williams, that's fair. Okay, what's up, bro? You said.
Can I go there?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't know you were.
I thought you were supposed to go there earlier.
Where's Josh Allen?
Well, not in the top 10. What do you mean?
That is a travesty.
Really?
Yes. He's only been top 3 in the MVP voting twice in the last 2 years.
That's so misleading.
No, it's not. It's a fact.
Okay.
He's been top 3 in the MVP voting twice in the last 3 years. All right. He's led his team to 13 wins twice in the last 3 years. All right. He scored 84% of his team's touchdowns last year, and that's not a team that went 9-8. or 6-11. They went 13-3, as I said.
Yeah.
You even said it earlier. He is essentially a one-man show.
Yeah.
He is literally out there, particularly offensively, getting it done to a large degree on his own greatness. And here's the kicker. I smell a double standard.
Oh.
You got Trevor Lawrence on there because you say Josh Allen throws a lot of interceptions,
No, I didn't say anything about
a lot of turnovers. Well, in the playoffs, let's see this graphic.
Okay, yeah.
Josh Allen has played 8 playoff games.
Maybe we don't have the graphic. God, I hope we don't have it. Damn.
8 playoff games, 309 pass attempts, Wiles.
Yeah.
4 interceptions. Your man, the 10th best football player on the planet, played 2 playoff games, 86 attempts, and you got 5 interceptions.
He had a bad opening half.
Okay, but I'm just saying,
fine, but
you smashed Josh Allen for this very thing.
Never said Josh Allen's name this entire segment.
Yeah,
so
you should have. You should have.
Okay, let me address all of this quickly.
That's a good graphic.
Let me address.
Might be a segment ending.
You can't dispute that graphic. It's a mic drop.
Let me explain something. The reason this is what I want America to know. Because Brew is like, how is it misleading? When Brew says Josh Allen has finished in the top 3 in MVP voting twice in the last 3 years, it is a true statement.
Fact.
What is also true is this. The MVP voting in 2020 that Brew is referring to went as follows. 47 votes for Aaron Rodgers, 2 for Josh Allen, 1 for Patrick Mahomes. And last year, Josh Allen got 1 vote, which put him 3rd because Mahomes got them all and Hurts got 2. So that's what it was.
But it still means you were, in people's eyes, a top 3 player.
Yeah, in a couple writers' eyes, I agree.
Top 3
But you
player.
didn't even think that about Allen last year. That's first of all. Second of all, you are trying to assign a statistical value to NFL royalty and Peyton Manning 2.0 that I understand. The stats don't back it up. But you know what? The stats didn't back it up when I initially booked the Royal Trumpeteers when the Jags were 3-7. And how did that end for everybody? I'm just curious. So again, you guys can just be late for the Trevor Lawrence train if you'd like. If you wanted to argue Hurts should have been on there, that would have been one thing. But the Jags Allen stuff,
Lamar,
that story's
Allen,
settled. Give me a break.
We're going to get a lot of trumpets this year, though.
A lot.
Just be like, they're 2-1.
I mean, a lot. Those guys are going to be on.
I like them.
Those guys
I'm not going to hold it against them.
You call them the bugle.
Well, I mean, trumpets, bugles, what's the difference?
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.